All right. Good morning. I think technical issues should be okay. I've been doing better with Fortune's Foundation with some other gaming stuff. So it's Monday. It's gonna be a nice warm day in Leon, perhaps a little bit too warm. And I'd like to just get into the week by playing some solitaire. So I'll see if I can get the full set of 3 cards to do a 3-card spread. Quick look. 2 of swords, 2 of discs, 2 of cups. Wands is here, so the cups and wands are a little bit lower. This is me looking for the leads, what I call it, the first pieces that can make their way to the foundation. Got the 21 major here, and then the 0 here. So we could potentially go for a game where we try to get the full, which is something that I enjoy. It's an added challenge to only go one direction. But let's not worry about that too much. Let's just dive into play. So the major 2 can go on the major 1, bring up the major 21 to start the major arcana foundation. We have 65. Ooh, golly. Okay, let's see. What do we got? Major 19 is up here. So even though I could get the 21, or we go from 21 to 20, it's going to take going through all of the stack where I can get to the 18. Goes to 16 and 14, which is here. Sometimes I like to drag things around as a visual indicator, and as long as you don't drop it on a valid space, it will just snap back to its initial position. Eight and 9 here. I want to do something with, oh, okay. So just to walk through some of the thoughts, this 4 of swords could go with this 5 and 6 of swords. That would open up the 2, but then where's the 3? 3's up there. We could potentially start making our way on this along the swords. I'm also noticing this major 7 and 8. We also have the major 9 here. So if I'm able to pivot them once so the 8's on top, I can bring it up here. Let's actually try that. So there you go. So I'm clustering things under this group here. So now we're looking for the 4. 4 is over here, so that's a little further away. The 11 is here. Major 11 is here. That's not so bad. What else do we have? So we still have this the Queen of Wands and 9 of Cups to deal with, which can be dealt with over here. How do we get to that though? That's trickier. Open up. Is that the right thing though? Okay, so we're gonna try to make things a little bit easier for us. We'll go for a fool's game. This queen, what do we do with you? Okay. Queen can go over here. 9 goes the 8 or the 10. Queen can go, Queen of Swords can be pulled down to the Jack of Swords if it's pivoted. That puts us in a precarious position. 11. Queen can go to Jack. Where is the King? Here. Attention is pulled away for just a moment. All right. That's promising. It's promising. So this can go to. See if we could pivot this 9-10 of Jack of Swords, we get onto here, but we don't have a space to pivot. Queen of Discs can go there, that's a long shot. That's... Okay, this may be a wash. Yeah, let's just jump into starting a new game as quickly as possible. So, 2 of Discs. 2 of Swords. Also got some 3s there. 2 of Cups. The Fool, the World, 2 of Wands. Alright, so we got some stuff. I should be narrating more, so I just did a little pivot to get this, there's a 10 and a 9. Or, I'm sorry, 9 and a 10, and if I want to flip it over without a pivot, I can do a little bit of juggling on top of the foundation, the Minor Arcana foundation. This here, I have a place to put this. I have the 6 and 8. I don't have a place to put the Major 7. Then it's a question of, we have 8, 9, 10, Jack of Swords, and the Queen. So I can put the Queen over here, opening up the 4 of Wands. But there's not really much to act on there. What if we do it the other way and leave the 7 of Discs open? It's 9. Okay, so see this 5 of cups, 4 of cups, 6 of cups. So what I'll do is I'm going to move the 4 of discs over, 5 here. So now we've started up. We have the full in the world, so we can work on in either direction our major arcana. Let me do with this stuff. Four, 5 major, 6 up here, so we can't get that. This is another wash, maybe. A little lonely here. It'd be nice to have some other people to say like, no, I see it, I see it. You should do this instead. Okay, new hand. Okay, we got the 2 of wands, 2 of cups. They're in the second column here. 2 of discs. Swords. Listed 2 of swords is in this column. Okay. 16 can go here. Major 16 on the major 17. 9 of cups. 8 of cups. And 2 ambitious. Pull the 2 of wands over. Great. Go. Okay, so I'm pulling the 5 off, major 5 off of the 2 of cups, so that when I pull this down, we'll have 2 different sources going up. Okay. There you go. So we have the 2 of cups and 2 of wands, then 3 of wands pull up. Great stuff. Alright, so I've gotten rid of my pivot. Shame on me for that. I need to try to figure out how to get this 4 off of the 0. That would open up a few different plays. I don't think I have it. So sometimes when I don't have it, before I jump to reshuffling, I'll just try playing out some different ideas. Yeah, so I can't get this onto the Jack Queen onto the King, which would be helpful. Alright, starting a new one. Two of wands, 2 of swords, right next to the starting pivot. 2 of cups, and 2 of wands over here. Then we have the Fool is hidden. The world is next to the 2 of cups, so that'd be good to get those in accord with each other. 19. Moving a king is always a tricky proposition. 6. All right, cool. So it was okay to put the 20 there because it would be peeled off immediately after the 21 was available. Now the queen I'll place in this column because I know that these 3 cards below it will clear themselves automatically. So that's a nice little chain reaction. Okay, I was able to reveal the 3 of cups. Now I have 15, 16. I'll pivot these onto here. So we have 15 through 18. We have 11. What does 11 go to? 12 and 10. So that's not super helpful. But then, do you want to expose the king? We have the jack here. Get to the jack. 6, 7, and 5. Oh, 13 is looking for the 12. And we're here. Curious, when I point, do I need to say the suit, or does that make enough sense? How much context is needed? Back up here, we need the 4 of cups. Is that worth anything? Ooh, this is dangerous. I'm just going for something here. Is there, so the 7, they're both kind of far away, so I'm just trying to figure out if I need to pivot them now or if I could wait until a little bit later to pivot this column of wands. Let's actually pivot it now. Alright, so we could move this over and then do something with these, but the 5, I would need to do a shuffle to get the 5 to connect to the 6, and then if I do it the other way, 13 still needs, yeah, so that's not the best move, so we're not going to do that. I don't know. Maybe this ends up being a shorter stream. I'm feeling a little discouraged here. Let's start over again. I like this. We got the 21 and the 2 here. Then it's on top of the 5, 6. So if I could just find 7, that'd be a nice little place to move. This is feeling better. Organization with the cups. 20. Oh. That was a nice combo. It's able to move the 6 of wands over and then shuffle the 6 and 5 of discs onto the 7. Ooh. Yeah, just keep it that now. But we have the 17 is under the stack. So if I move that, 17 will go up, but Jack will go into nothing. So pull the queen up so we can move this over. Oh, the order's messed up. Okay, so we can shuffle this. When I pull the 3 of discs down, it's going to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's a good sequence to get up there. 9 of cups is over here. Cool. Good to know. Oh, 3 can pull up here. 2 of cups right there. Let's start working our way towards the 2 of cups. Perfect. Oh, great. We're going to win this one. That feels nice. I'm just going to kind of speed through this in the context of getting a reading instead of going for a specific card. Okay. Wheel. Now, one of the cool things is I'm going to go here. And I've improved my setup now. So I should be able to go here. I haven't perfected the setup, but it's set up so that, yeah, I can get the card and the details here, and then I'll do the interpretation. So let's do the interpretation now. What goes up comes down again. One moment you're on top, the next you've been laid low. But for every turning wheel, there's an axle which doesn't move at all. That's interesting. There's a lot of layers to this. So, what is the interpretation? Let's just look at this weekend for me. I took the weekend off. I'm between work, so I guess I've taken every day off. But rather than worry about figuring out what's next, I was able just to relax a little bit more this weekend. Watch some Rugby World Cup, which is something I'm a fan of. Played some Starfield, which is okay. I streamed that as well, but I had some bad luck with it. Okay, I'm just going to interpret this as for me in the context of what I've been going through in this weekend. Um, hmm. So there's comfort as well as what else? It's not discomfort. So yeah, I guess one of the things is there's some comfort in getting to watch rugby and play games. Though having worked in games for so long, it's not always fun to play games because I'm not just playing a game. I'm looking at how everything's done. I'm looking at the inventory management system. There's a lot of like very technical bits that I tend to have to ruminate on. So I think I was also confronted with that as well as rugby. I love rugby, but it came through work. So I think about the job that I learned rugby, and there's fond memories from rugby, but also some challenging ones. And then also the first game was France versus New Zealand, and I'm living in France right now, and I would have loved to have rooted for France, but my experience in France has been difficult, and the job that brought me out, the way they handled things, was not great. So, I've been in a bit of a rough spot trying to figure out how to navigate French bureaucracy. So, yeah, it's a mixed things that came up because of the rugby. So let's say that's the past, specifically focusing more on this weekend. And then we'll go back to the game and see if I can get a few more wins. I like that new spread format a bit more. That's nice. I think one of the nice things about this is I'm kind of treating these games as a little bit of therapy. Okay, so I'm seeing a cool combo right off the bat. I'll get back to the therapy part in a second. All right, so I can move these two over, knowing that I can bring them back onto the 9 here in a second. Yeah, and you'll see how that happens. So then I'm noticing 4 and 5. I can do a shuffle by putting the 4 on the foundation, bring the 5 over, and bring the 4 down. Now I can shuffle the 7 and 8 over here. I'll pivot the 4 using the 4 and 3 of discs. Then the 7 and 8 come here. Then, oh, cool. Okay, so I'll bring the major 8 onto the major 9. So I could go here. And I'm noticing that this king and queen are blocking the 2 of discs, which will then connect to this entire chain. That's fine. We'll deal with that in a second. 13 connects to 12 and 14. So, yeah. That's fine. now it's a question of where do we go from here? Do we have the Jack of Cups is up here? So that's going to take a little while to get to that one. Maybe. Then the Nine of Cups. Oh, it's right here. Okay, so we'll just go here. Oh, okay. So again, I'm going to bring the death card up to the holding area so I could pivot and then pivot. So that's one way of getting the 8 of discs, which was over, which is on the bottom. So I pivot over here to bring the 8 of discs to the top and use that to connect to the 9 of discs here. So now, bring this down. And you know, I'll just move this over so I can get that entire sequence dealt with. Good stuff. I'll move the 11 major onto the 10. Which way do I want to go? Jack was over here for the cups, so... Yeah. Just for housekeeping, I'm going to move so the king is on top, or I'm sorry, is at the bottom of that stack. 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's over here. So I keep forgetting these things. Strong start, but I'm not feeling a strong connection now that I've gone a little bit further in. A bummer. That up, but I have no place to bring this, so that may be the end of the game. Alright, okay, so I was a little hasty on that one. Let's keep it rolling. Alright, let's look for our leads. 2 of Cups is here. 2 of Swords. 2 of Wands. 2 of Discs is at the top, so that's going to be a harder one to start with. Fool here, that's good. The World is here. That's a little rougher. Kind of winging it. I think that I could undo that, so I could at least pull the 9 down off of the blocking the foundation. Seven's there. Okay. Worth. Yeah. Cool. So I've got the start and end of the major arcana. That's a good place to be. Or your 10 of Swords. So where's the Jack of Swords is here. Yeah, I'm just kind of going quickly here. Is that good? Yeah, it's good. Because I can get this here. I'll bring this down. So nice, nice, nice. So dealing with the discs. Is it getting closer to the jack? Yeah, sure. Yes. I could go here. Cool. Now I just need the 3. Won't do that just yet. But I've got something pretty excited queued up. For the 19 is there, major 19. Okay, cool. So I could go 8, 9 of cups onto the 7 of cups, then over here. So I've got some pretty strong chains, pretty much ready to go. Chains, combos, what are they? I guess I think of a bunch of connections being more about a chain. Still room to mess this up, but I'm having fun. So I'm just thinking about like how can I style out the finale here. There you go, getting some action. I'm going to talk about something, but I forgot what it was that I mentioned earlier. So probably not too exciting. There you go. Yeah, so it's just kind of gone to a flow state with this one. That's great. Over. Cool. Now let's head over. Joy's illumination radiates outward, free and light. Others can feel it too. Your faith in yourself wasn't misplaced. What you've accomplished is worth celebrating. This is actually pretty cool timing for that one. So let's see, did I get a screenshot? I did, great. We'll move over to the reading board. And this. All right, cool. So here, I like this card. So the present, actually, one of the things that's happening this week is I'm going up to Amsterdam to have a conversation with some people about some work. That could be cool. I'm excited. I lived in Amsterdam for a long time, 4 years, and I loved it. It was a really great place to be. Kind of wish I had never left. Yeah, because I moved down here to France, and France has been great, but the reason I came down was not great. So So yeah, I kind of like the idea of returning back to the Netherlands. Um, so, anyways, one of the things I need to do today, outside of this stream, is put together a presentation on my work in my past, and I think that's one of the things where I tend to be a positive and kind person. Um, and I feel like that's something that a lot of people respond positively to. And when I'm able to talk about the work that I've done, it's actually kind of exciting. So, yeah, your faith in yourself wasn't misplaced. What you've accomplished is worth celebrating. That's actually a nice message to be getting. Um, I'm a user experience designer, and I consistently misspell experience. So cool. I like that. I like that interpretation. So let's go back to Fortune's Foundation. Let's see if we can get one more victory. Oh, shoot. We've already crossed into 450. That's cool. My mom could tell you the numerology of all this stuff. I don't really know much or put much faith into it, but it's I like to notice interesting little numerical combinations. I'm just diving into this one. What's the plan? I don't know. Maybe it's just a fun one. See what comes up. So we got the 2. All right, now let's use a process looking for the leads. We got the 2 of cups already. 2 of discs already. 2 of cups is here. 2 of swords is here. 2 of wands is here. Ooh, that's rough. However, we got the fool, and the world is here. All right, our leads are buried. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. Okay, I like the idea. I'm noticing that this 3 again. Lower the curtains in a way that hopefully doesn't break my head into the frame card, because otherwise it looks pretty unsightly. Block some light from coming in. There it is. It's quite bright. I'm surprisingly sensitive to the light. Okay, so we got the 9. Seven of cups is there. 3 of cups is there. No, I don't like it. I'm gonna start over. I got a little distracted. It's 2 of wands, 2 of cups, 2 of swords, 2 of discs. I have the Fool here and the World here. Okay, so kick off with the World. Queen could potentially move to Jack. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Nice, so I was able to pick up the Fool and the Magician. Feeling it. That one route is immediately available, so that's cool. 2 of cups, 2 of swords, 2 of discs. Where is the 2 of wands? Two of wands is here. Okay. We already got a few cards starting with the World. That's good. Noticing we have 7, 8, 10 of swords, and the 9 is over here, so it's a little tricky to deal with. Major 18 is here after the Queen. Not really feeling it, but let's give it a shot. Maybe something comes together. Okay, so 5, 1, 6, but the 1 is ready to go up to the major foundation. And pull this right back down. Cool. So 11 can go up, 7 can go here, which then allowed the 2 and 3 to be pulled up. That's good. Now we move 9 over here, which allows 9 of wands down to this combo. Then I can move the 11 major onto the 10 major. Cool. Alright, so I move the 8 major over, allows a 2 to go up. Alright, cool. So I'll pivot this. 18, 17 go. Ooh, is that the right idea? Is that the right call? Not now. Eight of Wands is where? He's over here. Under the 8 and the 5. 8 of Discs is looking for the 9 of Discs. The 7. Five Cups is looking for 6 and the 4. Those are dragged away. So that king's not accessible at the moment. Right, so I'll bring the queen here. So now we're looking for 9 to the 8 of Wands. That's a little bit more reasonable. I'm trying to figure out what's nice. If I move this queen up, 16 major goes up, which is good, but then where do I put the queen? Back. More and more likely that I can pull that off. So if I were to move the 9 up here, which is where it was before, I could pull the 10, 11 over here, which opens up the jack, go over here. And that leaves the 6 though. And the 6 would have nowhere to go. But in that case, no. Ah, brutal. Okay, so we have the king here. He's over the 2. If I can move the 2, or the king, the 2 would go up. The 7 can go to 8, which also would allow the 5 and 6 to move over. How do I get there? So I have the king here, could connect to this, the queen. That's it. Kings are fucking useless. Queen, queen, jack, 9. 10 is the 10 of swords here. So we have this kind of like through line in here, which then connects to this 8 and 9. Ooh, okay. Now I'm looking at 5 and 6 of discs. 8 is over here. Where's 7? 7's over here. Oh, also buried. Oof. Okay. Not even really some daring play I can make. The connections are kind of weird. One of the things to also keep in mind is that once your stacks have more than one card, you lose you kind of lock in a lot of different areas. Like when I can move one card up here, that's great because then I can play with this. But if it was king queen, I moved this up, and unless there's that. This is the queen, unless there's a jack around. It's nothing really exciting that I can do with that, so. tree of discs that's here, buried away. Right, this isn't it. Let's go through the numbers. 2 leads right here. Great. Magician is there. The fool is here. Go ahead and move that over. 2 of cups. 2 of swords. This is all promising, and the world is here. All right. This is maybe doable. We don't have a lot of synergy on the top, but maybe we can make something happen. So the 10th here, it's pretty buried. Streamers talk a lot about staying hydrated, but I think one of the things that's actually really important is to breathe. I feel like sometimes I just can think about a problem and then stop breathing as I contemplate it. So take a deep breath. Okay, so I see there's the 16 and 13, which connects to the 15 and 14 major over here. Promising, but we need more. Where can the 9 go? 9 could go to the 10 or the 8. Those are both pretty buried, so that's a bummer. Well, the jack up, it could go to the queen, the 10. Like this. Yeah, no, I think I just dug my grave. Alright. I'm not gonna sweat it too much. That's also why I like this, the fool. It's a good reminder to take some risks, learn from your actions. If you're watching this, how's the audio sound? I think that's one of the things I've been trying to work on. I'm trying to understand a bit more. It seems like it's mainly okay. I had some issues playing another game. It was confusing the voice actors from the game for my voice, and so you would get an echo. It's not great. So there's some things I need to figure out on that front, but I've been having fun. I feel like the video side of it actually looks pretty good, other than streaming issues. So there's technical stuff to figure out, and in some ways that's a nice relief. I have something like that to solve. Trying to build up some stuff. What can I do with that stuff? Alright, so I have a 2 and a 2. That's a bummer. Like, here we go. A way to clear the 7. X6 here, that's pretty far away. The 8 here, that's very far away. 17, so that's looking for 18 and 15. 18 is here, 15 is here, those are far away. Yeah, alright, next one. So I guess that's my thing. It's like, sometimes it's just about getting lucky with what gets dealt. Oof, that's sad. I feel like there's some good plays here, but I may have missed some vital planning. Oh, okay, back in action. I need 2 columns to do that pivot properly. I'm close to that. Gosh, it's making me sad. Right, so if I can find the 6, oh, it's up there, 8's there, oh boy. Zero's there. Oh, this is rough. So there's a lot of potential. You get there, and that can be so heartbreaking in this game, is that you have a lot of potential but no way to actualize it. So what can I do with this queen? Goes the king or the jack? Those are kind of far away. It's over here, so it's hard to get to right now. this can go here. This can pull out. So then we can pivot some stuff. Do we pivot anything useful? No. I can get this other pivot, it'd be so good. This is one of the challenges of having a game where most of the twos are buried away. Like, we do have some action here. Okay, let's look at the action we can get. 5, we need to get that 6. We do that. Really? That'd be so nice. All right. Reconnects to 4 and 2. Both of them are buried away. 18 can go to 19. 12 can go to 11. Again, buried away. I can pivot. So if I pivot this, 7 will be on top. But I need to pivot this as well to be able to get them to join each other. That's a bummer. Okay, I feel like I'm pretty stuck here. Let's just try doing something. Like that. So go like this. Can't go there. That would be too perfect. Yeah, alright. Starting over. Okay, so yeah, I'm sorry, I haven't really been walking through the process here. I should be doing more of that. Yeah, I'm just kind of winging it. That didn't work out the last few games, but maybe it'll be different this time. It's one of the exciting things about, like, I keep taking cracks at things. So go through the motions. We already have the 2 of discs up. Let's look for our leads. So 2 of swords, 2 of cups right there, but it's underneath the king, so that's always a little bit of an issue. 2 of wands, good. Then we have the fool, and the world is already up. I could go like this, move the queen over, and then... Alright, so I have a couple different options. I think the safer one is to go here. Sure. Okay, 19 is here to get up to the major foundation. I need to figure out where this one goes. Okay, so not quite. I thought this was a sequence here, but it's 9, then 5 and 6. So that's, you can't easily pivot that. Oh, heartbreaker, heartbreaker. Okay, so the 7, can't do that, so 13, major 13, yeah. Ay, ay, ay. So major 17 goes for the 16 here, 18 here, yeah. Alright, start over. I don't know how to tell how long the stream has been. Oh, around 13 minutes, yeah. So it's a longer one than I intended. It's a slow day though. It's a Monday, so I think I could do an hour and a half. Pretty sure we can get something done in that time. On to the, find the leads. 2 of wands. 2 of cups, 2 of swords, 2 discs up there. Then we have the fool and the worlds. Interesting. Do I have much on the surface level? Not a ton of play. Okay, okay. We're off to a start. Great start though, just a start. Okay, so I'm just juggling cards around to try to keep an open slot, so that keeps me pretty versatile. The way to think about it is almost like you start with one open slot on the Minor Arcana Foundation and the central area. As long as we can keep one slot open, or well, ideally 2 slots open, you're pretty close to what the starting position is. So that gives you room to navigate. Yeah, it's kind of on through. That was fortunate. Okay, so just trying to work through some of the process. 8 goes up. It could come back down an empty spot. 7 of Cups is buried. 9 of Cups is kind of buried. Yeah, like I'm just trying to figure out this queen. I could get onto the king or the jack, and they're both not close. But there's also the 2 of discs. I'm sorry, 10 of discs that can be connected to the 8-9 and jack over here. And also 21 would go up automatically, taking 20. And then I could put the queen on top of the king of swords. Royal Knife Party. Yeah. Just gonna wing it. 6 over here. Oh, I didn't expect that happening. That's nice. Cool, cool. This is actually coming together. How well is it coming together? There's some nice interplay there, but is it enough? Oh, 13, 14, 16, 11. 11's buried. 5, we're looking for... Okay. So looking at our minor arcana, 5 of Wands is the highest. We have 6 and 7 here, but we need to pivot them. Gosh, it's so close. Yeah, so this is one of the difficulties of not having an empty pivot row. I don't have a place to put this queen. The jack and king that are needed are buried away. So where's the 2? 2 is here. All right, let's go up here. So 2 of swords, 3 swords is here, so that's buried. 5, 6, and 7 for wands, for discs, 4. 3. I don't even see the 3. Oh, I'm sorry. I should be looking for 5. That's why. 5 is here, and then the 2 of cups. 3. Ugh. Oh man, I feel like it's just all so close. Alright, I'm just gonna go for some stuff. Oh, some stuff is paying off. Yeah, I couldn't quite see that before putting some moves down. That's good. Great. Yeah, I think this puts us in a winning position. Still a chance to mess it up, but I'm doing the right steps here. Make sure that I don't get the wheel or the sun. It's a 10 team. Alright, I think that's doable. I'm just shuffling some stuff around so I can keep things at the bottom of the piles. Do it all? Oh, that's almost it. There you go. Justice. Remember going to Las Vegas and the blackjack dealer, one of the blackjack dealers, it's like whenever somebody got blackjack, big justice, slammed the table. I like that. All right, be honest with yourself. Are you headed in the right direction? Leave nothing unexamined. You'll orient yourself more accurately when not in motion. All right, this is another very good one, very legit. Let me get this going into the board. Then we'll switch over to the reading area. Let's go over to presentation. So let's go through the steps. Past, there's a comfort as well as frustrations in turning to familiar things. That's this weekend. Present, but still look to past successes to own the narrative around your experience and accomplishments. Yeah, I just want to talk a little bit more about owning the narrative. This is actually something I heard somebody say, which is, you know, the more you hear me, the more you'll hear me talk about like anti-capitalist stuff and essentially how companies can be pretty awful to people, and um, it's easy for them to use institutional power to make people feel like they're the ones at fault for not fitting into that environment. And sometimes that, this, you have to be really careful about how you navigate that, because some people can be really difficult to work with and harmful to others. um, I think I've been that in the past, but I've really made efforts to move beyond that. But I think more about, as a user experience designer, part of my job is to have a passion for the users of a game or application or whatever it is. Like, I'm trying to think of like who's going to use this stuff, and so there's a compassion for that person, those people. um, and when you advocate for that, that can often be at the odds of people in positions of power who are either, you know looking for more money for businesses. And for games, that's also true, but it can also be the vanity and ego of game designers. Um, I'm pretty sure nobody's going to watch this far into a video like this, so I can talk a little bit more candidly. But, anyways, yeah, somebody talked about like own your narrative. And as you go into interviewing, own your narrative. There's multiple ways you can interpret how a job situation went, past situation. And it's important to own your narrative, remain honest, try to be, like, honest about things, but also advocate for yourself when you're talking about yourself. um so that's it. And if you were wrong, admit fault. And I think that's a thing where, if people ask, like, I can actually talk more specifically to like mistakes I made. I'm pretty candid about that, of like, I've had a lot of room to grow in my career, and fortunately, I've made the effort to grow. So part of it is also owning the narrative and understanding the context, because somebody can hand down a shitty judgment to you, and that's not kind. So that's one of the things I wanted to talk about earlier that I forgot to. So own the narrative. Maybe I'll talk about that more someday. But also the future. So this is looking ahead. This is looking at this weekend where I kind of goofed around and brought up some painful memories, to looking at the present, like where I am. I have to remember that despite the pain, I've learned a lot. I've had the opportunity to do some great stuff. And then the future, I think, is one of the things, like, yeah, be honest with yourself. Check that I'm headed in the right direction. Do I want to keep working in the same environment? And the truth is, kind of no. I kind of want to get out of games. And I've been making more of a conscious effort to work on creative tools, and try to find ways to enable creators. Um, and then for the future, yeah, being honest with myself, examining everything, and orient myself on what's next. And so that's actually one of the things for the future that I am working on today, is that once this stream is done, I'm going to start working on this presentation for some people I'll be seeing later this week. So that's good. Done. Insecure. Cool. That seems pretty good. So the past is the wheel, and this is reminding me there's a comfort as well as frustrations to turn into familiar things. But with that, looking at the present, look to my past successes, not just the painful moments, and own the narrative around my experience and accomplishments. And then looking to the future, take time in the present. So this is calling back to the previous slide to reflect on your history. Use that to honor the work you've done and secure a future that matches the goals you've established upon the time spent reflecting. All right, that's a little bit redundant, but I'm writing this on the spot, so yeah. But I think this is a good read. I like this format, so that's cool. We can go back to the game just to do a little outro. That's it. I don't really have any. Actually, I don't really have any outros. But thank you for joining me.